KUGAN, CASSIUS, IFL TV, NTK Global. We're at the undercard press conference here for DeGALE-EUBANK. Delighted to be joined by promoter Richard POXON. How are you, mate?
Good, pal. Not as good as you in your fur coat and looking all bling, but I'm okay.
It's fake fur.
Right, okay. Is that an ethical choice or it just is fake?
It just is. Fake
right,
fur,
okay.
No knickers.
Right, okay.
You've heard the expression.
I've heard of it, never seen it.
Never seen it. Well, I didn't expect the undercard to be headlined by Sam Jones and Stavern today. He pissed Stavern off today bad, didn't he?
I know. I think I will mention it downstairs when I went downstairs to introduce myself. I mentioned about the training they'd done before in this and the other, and he brought up straight away, yeah, he's got a guy with him. I don't think he knew Sam's name. He went, he's got a guy with him, he's been putting stuff up, he's been putting stuff on social media. So he'd obviously clocked some of it, and it had not gone down too great.
He's got some very nervous energy about him, Sam, now. He doesn't want to go anywhere near that side of the room. And
well, he came over to me and said, yeah, I weren't bothered, and I was ready to front it up. And then when you came across and to do something with him, he said, don't go over there because he's there. So I don't know which it is, whether he's bothered or he ain't bothered. It's one or the other. I'm sure Stavern will cool down by the time he's got back to America. He was like Woody, weren't he, in Toy Story? He was like off, very a bit asleep and not really firing up. And then it was like somebody pulled string, he came to life for a bit, and then he just went back down. But yeah, he seemed to, whatever's been said, I don't monitor it all on social media, but whatever it's been said has obviously struck a bit of a nerve.
Interesting. Yeah, obviously it wasn't too long ago ITV announced kind of being back in boxing now again. And this is only good for fight fans. I mean, the stuff that we're getting for free, i.e. Broner, Pacquiao, and obviously this pay-per-view event this week, but there's going to be a lot of boxing coming from PBC, Al Heyman, that fans can, like I said, some of it will be pay-per-view, but some of it will be free to air.
Yeah, the American stuff will all be, unless there's something massive coming up, which I don't know about, that'll all be free to air. There'll be some British free to air, and then obviously that'll be subsidised by the odd pay-per-view. But like you say, I'm not one of those people. You do get a lot of KUGAN in boxing who think that only one channel should show it, and they should be the only promoter, and they should be the only one who does anything. I think the more boxing on TV, the better, not just for fans, but for kids who one day might want to be a boxer, or they see it on TV and get inspired. I think the more platforms it's on, the more channels it's on, and the more kids are active, the better.
The pay-per-view model has changed over the last sort of few years, hasn't it? Would agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. But
what would have been a pay-per-view event 5-6 years ago, had it have been, isn't necessarily what would be the same case now. Is that fair to say?
Maybe, yeah, I think it is, but I think because of the market's quite aggressive at the moment, I think the kids' expectations and value has gone up and up, and the only way you can, try and match those expectations and value is by doing a pay-per-view. Look, let's not kid ourselves. This fight we're going to be, whether this landed on Sky, BT or ITV or wherever, it was pay-per-view. It was going to be a pay-per-view. The other channels made a pitch for it, and for whatever reason didn't get it, but they made a pitch for it to be pay-per-view. So ITV, can have negativity. People say no, ITV, it's a joke, it's on pay-per-view. But wherever it landed, you were going to buy it or not buy it. Those were your choices.
Are you surprised that Sky did ultimately decide not to take this fight?
I don't think they did decide not to take it. It's just that, Eubank Junior, we got Eubank Junior signed up and DeGale, and if DeGale wanted the Eubank fight, and that was it. That's how it happened. But they'd have put it on pay-per-view if they'd got it.
No, I'm just going from what Eddie Hearn said. Eddie Hearn said that he quite liked the fight for Sky, but he said ultimately,
well, they issued contracts for it.
Okay.
Send contracts out for it. So I don't listen. I don't know what Eddie has and hasn't said, or I don't know. But what I can
it's
tell
irrelevant
you is,
now, anyway.
Yeah, it's irrelevant.
It's
but
totally
I saw
irrelevant.
the contracts for it, but it were. I know that the contracts were issued for it to be on Sky Box Office. So if they were going to get it and then put it on normal Sky, I don't know. I can't comment on that.
Okay. So. Will Al Heyman be in town this week?
Who knows?
He might be in here now.
He's actually. No.
He might be in here now.
No, I don't think he's coming across.
Okay. How is kind of your relationship and moving forward? What kind of discussions have you had with Al Heyman? How often are you kind of in conversation with Al Heyman?
Speak to him most days, and it can be once a day, or it could be 5 or 6 times a day. It just depends what's happening and what we're doing and what's going on. So yeah, this deal's great, like you said, for fans. It's because you've got all the Premier Boxing champions, which he now wants to build in Britain, in partnership with ITV and myself. So it's great. But yeah, most days, and it can be once for 2 minutes, or it can be 6 times for an hour ago. It just depends.
Do you know, like, your mates who send you the funny WhatsApp videos like every day? Everyone's got a mate that sends you constant WhatsApp videos.
Some of them you delete without looking, don't you?
Does Al forward you on funny videos?
Not yet. I don't know if he's got any. I don't know. I don't think he's. I don't think he's got a video.
No,
phone.
I genuinely wondered. Is he sort of person to do that?
No, I don't think he's got a video phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Even more mysterious.
Yeah, I don't know. But look, sometimes, he'll call me up and we won't discuss any boxing. We'll just be talking about things in general and, things that are happening and life in general. And other times it's full on boxing.
How does he kind of see the... Hello, Gareth.
Sorry, I just got...
Okay.
Sorry, Kevin, thanks very much.
That's all right. You could never do that in any other interview.
Can you imagine you going up to a really posh interview in a London hotel we're doing and just going...
Whispering. What did you whisper? Come on.
You don't want to know. He just said...
Your ear's a bit wet, by the way.
He just said, I just want a photobomb it to annoy him.
I can quite believe that.
To be fair, though, you don't look mega annoyed.
It's cool.
You take it as it comes.
No, absolutely. Take no offence to Gareth whatsoever. How does Al Heyman kind of see the current state of UK boxing? What does he think he can kind of do? There's obviously been talks of him coming in, being more involved in UK boxing for quite some time now. So we're assuming this is kind of the first real kind of push now with yourself.
Yeah, it's like he's put a flag in the ground now with this fight. He really wanted this fight to launch with, and he went out of his way to get it. And that's kind of like the flag in the ground. Like you said, we had the Plantos-Kotegui fight, Brona Pacquiao. I'm missing one. Which was the other one we had? There was another one. Edit this out. It's just gone completely out of my head.
Doesn't matter. It's fine. Don't worry.
And then we've obviously got this fight. Thurman. We had Thurman, didn't we? Yeah.
Thurman Lopez?
Yeah, I told you it'd come back to me. And then we've got this fight. Obviously on the same night we've got Yildirim against Dirrell for the WBC. So yeah, and then there's going to be free-to-air shows coming up following this in March.
So how does he kind of see the current state of the sport here?
It's buoyant, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't say it's anything but really buoyant, very interesting. It's aggressive, isn't it? Because there's so much happening at the moment and so many different networks and so many different platforms coming into boxing. So it's aggressive, but he's very happy, I think, with what he's got in America in terms of Fox and Showtime and how that's going. And now I think the time's right to see what he can do in Britain.
Interesting times. Like I said, the concern, I suppose, across all broadcasters is that there's too many pay-per-views, but that is always going to be a concern, I suppose, especially over the last couple of years, that where it's not just Sky, it's BT, it's ITV, it's everyone now kind of contributing to the pay-per-view market at the same time.
It is, but we're not like America, where it's like $80 or $100. It's 20 quid. So would I? Somebody, I don't read much social media, as you know, but somebody was on about the other week about Frampton and not Frampton. If Josh Warrington and Kid Galahad end up as pay-per-view, and it'd be a joke and this, that and the other, but I know it ain't going to be, but if it were, I'd pay 20 quid on a Saturday night to watch that fight. I'd pay £20 to watch that. I'd pay £20 to watch this. I paid £20 happily to watch Chisora against Dillian. It's not, some things aren't for free. Like when I was 17 or 18 and my mum and dad bought me Sky TV for my birthday, or 16 or whatever, you paid a couple £100 for your dish and everything was for free. Now I pay like 80 or 90 quid a month for everything. Netflix isn't for free. It's, some things you pay for.
And people
in an ideal world, everything would be for free.
Of course.
Netflix would be for free, Sky would be for free.
The tickets would be for
4G
free.
Would be free, tickets would be free, this would be free, that would be free, food would be free, but it is what it is.
Would you say that Al Heyman has ever watched an IFL video?
I know he has.
Well, you know for a fact?
might have.
Oh, that's just changed the game.
If he existed.
If there is such a person as
Has he watched one?
Al,
I'd say he has.
You would say
But
so.
look, he takes a really great interest in what's happening in Britain. He likes the British market, likes the British fighters, likes the British fans, likes the event. So he watches what's happening.
Can't believe Al Heyman's an IFL fan. I know you didn't say that, but I'm going to turn it into
you
that.
said, hang on a minute, you said, has he seen it? Now you're saying, is he a fan? So have I seen Sheffield Wednesday? Yeah. Am I a fan? No, it's kind of two different things.
So you're saying he's not a fan?
I'm not saying he's not, but you're just like.
No, but I like to
adding
think in my head. I've just made that up, but I like to think in my head that that's
I
right.
think you could be his number one outlet to see what's happening in Britain.
Love to. Richard, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. Is there anything else you'd like to get off your chest? You want to add? You want to talk about?
I think I'm really looking forward to it. It's a great show, great fight. I'm still undecided who wins for a lot of different reasons. I think. If you'd have said on ability and 3 or 4 years ago would James beat Chris, you'd say definitely yeah. Now I'm just not 100% sure, so I think just for that fight alone, I'd buy it. I could take my kids to Costa on a Saturday morning, KUGAN, and they have 2 hot chocolates and a bun each. It's like 18, 19 quid. So would I pay £20 to sit in on a Saturday night, have some friends around and watch a fight? Yeah, of course I would.
Absolutely.
But then again, I'm a fan, aren't I? So I will pay it. But I can understand it if it was like the States and we were paying
$100 a fight, yeah.
Which is like what now? 80 quid, 85 quid. Then I'd be like, yeah, but that's a fair lump. But it's 20 quid.
Richard, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and we'll catch up with you again this week.
You're back tomorrow?
Back tomorrow for the final press conference for DeGALE-EUBANK. Friday weigh-in, Saturday night. It's on.
I like how you've done this before.
It's on.
You've done this more than me.
Thank you very much. God bless you, Richard.
All right.